Are you suffering from anterior pelvic tilt posture or increased lumbar lordosis? Hi, my name is Annie and welcome to my channel, Annie Pilates Physical Therapist. I'll be demonstrating gentle Pilates exercises to activate weak muscles and to stretch tight muscles. So get your mat ready and join me. Okay, my friends, I made 2 videos already about anterior pelvic tilt posture that you can check out the link below, where I discuss the anatomy and physiology, why it happens, why the increased lumbar lordosis happens, and how to counteract that posture due to prolonged sitting. The anterior pelvic tilt posture happens because of weakness on your glutes muscles and abdominal muscles, usually the lower abdominal muscles, that increases this lordosis. Naturally, we have a neutral spine. Everyone has a different lordotic positioning. As long as it's not creating pain, that's fine. However, but it creates this environment of your body where you're compensating and creates more pressure on your lumbar area, the back pain. So with increased lumbar lordosis, causes your hip flexors to be tight, which is your deep iliopsoas muscles, and tightness on your paraspinal muscles on your low back area. So in this video, I'll be demonstrating Pilates, physical therapy, and yoga treatment plans. So let's begin now. Let's start lying on your back first. So in lying on your back, you want to bend your knees to support your back. And you can check how much is your lordosis. If you can place your whole forearm on your low back area, then it's really increased lumbar lordosis. So in this video, I want you to learn proprioception and how to engage your core muscles with your breathing. So you're just going to place your hand at the small of your back and you're going to slowly press down to the mat to a posterior pelvic tilt posture. So when you press down, you're activating your core muscles and your lumbar spine to go down a little bit to decrease the lordosis. So as you inhale, you relax, and then exhale, breathe out through your mouth as you press down towards your hand. And you can feel that you're going to create more pressure on your hand, and the more you have more awareness, you will feel a stronger push towards your hand. Again, you can place both hands so you can feel both sides. As you inhale, relax, and breathe out. Press down, tighten your abdominal muscles as you breathe out. Inhale, relax. Exhale, breathe out, pressing. And my recommendation is hold that 5 seconds hold for absolute beginners. And slowly progress to 10 seconds. Inhale and exhale, press. And my recommendation is to do this 10 times. In this video, we'll just do 5. Press down. Last one, my friends. Inhale and press down. And once you learn that posterior pelvic tilt posture, keep that tilt down to hold that position and relearning that behavior, and squeeze your lower abdominal muscles. And we'll start with bridging. So bridging will help activate your glutes. So as you inhale, place your hands on your sides to help you lift. Most of my patients with anterior pelvic tilt or APT, they have difficulty engaging their glutes, and usually they just go up and they plop. So try your best to hold it up, even for 2 to 3 seconds hold. Even though it's not as high, that's fine. As you go down, 1 vertebrae at a time, exhale. And when you lift, you don't want to overarch your spine as you reach the full range. I'd rather have it lower than overarching, creating pressure and more lordosis. You want to keep it down and slanted position. So it's focusing on your glutes. You're trying to squeeze as hard as you can. And then as you go down, you're going to roll your spine gently towards the mat as you breathe out. My recommendation is start 2 to 3 seconds hold and gently progress to 10 seconds hold. Then slowly breathe out as you go down. Inhale, lift, and then squeeze your abdominal muscles, and then slowly go down and breathe out. Last one, inhale, lift, and then exhale down. The next progression for this one is to point your toes out to activate your hip external rotators that help support your glutes. So lift with your toes out at the side of the mat, squeezing your abdominal muscles as you breathe out slow and steady. Inhale, lift, squeeze, and then exhale down. If this is too difficult, just continue with the regular bridge. Last one. And my recommendation is also do that 10 times as you slowly breathe out. The next exercise is you want to engage your hip flexors. You just don't want to stretch the muscles. It's important to strengthen it as well. So with one leg straight, you're going to bridge, and as you reach the stability of one glute, and then you lift one leg up and then down, slow and steady, straight leg raise, and then slowly go down. So again, bridge and then lift as much as you can, as high as you can, and then down, slow and steady, and then slowly go down. Last one, bridge and then lift up to 90 degrees if you can, and then down. Now we switch it up to the other side, so we're isolating one side of your glutes. Bridge and then lift opposite leg to 90, and then lower it down gently as you breathe out, and slowly lower your glutes down. So lift, straight leg raise, slow and steady as you go down. And last one, bridge and then lift the opposite leg, and then slowly go down and gently lower yourself down. Well done. So after targeting your glutes, it's good to strengthen your abdominal muscles. So we're going to slowly lift both legs up to double tabletop. That's targeting your lower abdominal muscles. And then gently lower it down, still pressing the mat with your posterior pelvic tilt posture, pressing it as you slowly go down, as you breathe out, and then lift, and then down, squeezing your core in, your abdominal muscles. 2 more. Last one. And for gentle progression, you lift again, and then lift your shoulders off the mat. And try to do side to side reach to engage your abdominal muscles. So this is for beginners. So if this is too difficult, you can just tap the mat and just reach. And then progression is double tabletop. 10, reach left and right. 9, 8, 7, feel the burn on your abs. 5, 4, if you're having neck pain, lower your head down and reach side to side. 2 and 1. So that's for your abdominal workout without doing any sit-ups. So after targeting your abdominal muscles, it's best to do a deeper core ab workout. So we're going to your hands and knees position. So for planking position for beginners, bear plank is best recommended because it's easier for beginners. So grab the mat with your toes, slowly lift your knees, and hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the gentle progression is bear plank with kicks, leg extension. So you're gonna bear plank and extend to a plank, full plank, back to bear plank, and then down. So lift your knees, bear plank, and then full plank, knees bent, and down. And my recommendation is do that 10 times as well. So after strengthening your abdominal muscles, it's best to stretch your low back by doing some child pose. So with your knees bent, lower your hips down, extending your arms down to stretch your low back muscles. And my recommendation is 30 seconds hold. Feels so good on your low back. And the gentle progression of this one is puppy pose, which means instead of your hips going down to the heels, you're just gonna extend your arms forward and lowering your chest down to stretch your low back. And hold that for 30 seconds. Hold. And the last stretch for your low back, if you have hyperextension like anterior pelvic tilt, is to do rabbit pose. So slowly open your knees out, forearm up in front of you, and rest your head down. Well done. The next exercise is to stretch your hip flexors in kneeling position. And we're gonna do lunges. So one leg in front of you, and slowly lean front, stretching your hip flexors. You can place your hand in front of you and slowly turn your body towards the left. So if I'm stretching my left hip flexors, I'm turning my head to the left and my trunk. And hold that for 10 seconds hold for beginners. Then slowly progress to 30 seconds hold. Now let's switch it up to the other side. Bend, lean forward, and twist. 10 seconds hold for beginners. Then slowly progress to 30. And the last deep stretch for your hip flexors is Pigeon Stretch. Place one foot in front of you, knee bent, slowly extend the other leg. As you press up, you're going to feel a deep stretch on your hip flexors. And then as you do a forward fold, it helps stretch your glutes on the opposite side. So it's a win-win situation to stretch your glutes after a nice breathing exercise. It's nice to lengthen the muscles. As you bend forward, hold that for 10 seconds, hold each way. With your breathing, then press up, looking up, feeling that hip flexors on the opposite side. Keeping your back straight. And if this is too difficult, then just continue with lunges for now. This is for level 2 already, as we slowly progress. And now let's switch it up to the other side. So bend the front leg to 90, keeping your foot near your hip groin area. Because if you do it 90, it's a little bit much deeper stretch on your glutes. So we're focusing on your hip flexors today. Bend forward for your right glutes. 10 seconds hold with your deep breathing. As you exhale, press up for your hip flexors on your left. And that's it. I'm hoping you learned progression for my anterior pelvic tilt exercises. If you want me to do a follow-along video, just leave a comment down below and I'll try my best to make another video. If you love this video and want to learn more about Pilates, yoga, and physical therapy, health, and wellness, please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell so you won't miss anything, like and share this video. It will help my channel grow more, and if you can help people, share this video to your loved ones who will benefit from this. If you have any questions, suggestions, or concerns, leave a comment down below or direct message me on my social media and I'll try my best to answer each one of you. If this is still too difficult for you, check out my previous video of anterior pelvic tilt posture. I have 2 videos I made already and you can do them as well in conjunction with this video. Always remember, be safe, be well, and healthy. See you in my next video. Bye!